I'm looking at a mirror beside what I'm recording on because I'm nervous. And sometimes it's like just easier to look at myself and be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You guys can see me, it's like the same. Hi universe, it is me. I am Sunny. How are you all doing? I've been actually doing very bad. Not very bad, I'm just annoyed. I watched a movie the other day that was not good, and the ending is confusing, and I'm kind of just gonna go through that today. So we're talking about Merve. It's a Filipino movie called Beauty in a Bottle. I'm pretty sure it was made in 2014. The one that I almost started watching and didn't fully watch. So we're just gonna watch this one. I was so confused. I was confused through some of it. I was confused through most of it, actually. And then, like, obviously I had to watch it a few more times. After watching it a few more times, I'm just like, I feel like we're trying to say something. Definitely was trying to say something, but got a little bit mixed up. In the end, okay, let's just go through it. Let's just go through it. Okay. So we see this lady. She's in the mall. She honestly just living her life. She's in the mall. She's eating a cheeseburger in the mall. She's in her shorts. She's like having a natural day. Whatever. Going down. Who does she see? She sees, not only does she see her boyfriend, but she sees her boyfriend's mother. She's going down the escalator, and her boyfriend is going up the escalator with his mom, and she's like, come on honey, yeah, I can go introduce you to my mom, and it'll be great, and
You must be very hungry. You love her, I promise.
da da da. He's sitting there smiling, looking at his mom, like, I don't, like, this is my girlfriend, this is crazy, and she's just sitting there like, I don't want to do this. So she's going back up the escalator. She's walking backwards up the escalator to try and not see this woman. I'm not crying. She ends up going up the escalator. She meets her. She's talking in her head. This woman's like, how are you? It's so good to meet you for the first time. And she's just not there. She's stunned. She's done. Trying to talk, nothing's coming out. She's and I very much relate. I've done that a couple times in my lifetime. She kind of meets her mom. They seem to go off and talk for a little bit before she heads back home. She's in the taxi, and girl's freaking out. She's crashing out in the back of a taxi. And it's only funny because it's all in her head, like she's not talking. She's sitting in the taxi in her mind asking, God, why'd you do this to me? I just wanted to go out. I was doing laundry today. It was supposed to be a nice day. I just wanted to go out for 30 minutes. And then she's like, okay, an hour 30. I wanted a burger. I wanted a burger and I wanted to do a little shopping. Is that so bad? And I'm like, girl, it's not. And then the movie takes a weird shift. Not necessarily a weird shift, it's just unexpected. So we go from her talking about this to our first main character. Was that just a random woman who was having a bad day? She says, call me V in this. So V, we're talking about V. V, senior creative director. Her boss tells her, oh my gosh, we have such a big company coming in and they want us to use them for advertising. The product is called Beauty in a Bottle. And V's like, of course, I got it. I can do it. Give me the project. And her boss is like, whoa!
In demand as you were before.
I knew it. I knew she was gonna fire her. The thing about the project is that they want a younger point of view. Basically, she said, girl, you're too old. And they might not, I don't think they're going to approve of your idea because you're kind of old. And she was just sitting there like, that's crazy. That's insane for you to say. I've never done bad work before now. Can I do this? And her boss goes, okay, I'll give you a chance. But if they say no, I can't do much. And she's like, okay. She starts doing her work. Now, this is where I'm going to say the most annoying part I find of this movie, which is the fact that they start counting out steps. So the idea, I guess, is supposed to be that she has these steps that she follows to get things done. And, like, some of them are really good. The first one, step 1, is like, just say yes.
Step number 1, just say yes.
Oh, that's how you get yourself stressed. That's how you get yourself stressed and overworked. And guess what? They won't pay you. Oh, well, no, this is the Philippines. This isn't... this isn't where I'm from. So maybe it's different. But be careful. Girl, you better get paid. You better get paid. See, we're starting off bad. But anyway, she goes through some of her steps, not in chronological order, which really makes me mad. She goes like from step 1 to step 4.1 to step 10, and I'm like, okay. And then
Number 4.1, know your product. Step number 10.
10.
Research.
I thought we were on
Ask them how
2,
they are.
3.
I can make
For 30 minutes into the freaking movie, and then she's like, step 2. And I'm like, why? But anyway, so she starts going through these steps. She's working. She's like making an idea. She's getting her team, they're working on this product. When in the middle, not in the middle necessarily, but one day she goes to work and they're like, hey, we got a new person. Tanya comes in. Tanya's new worker. She's she's younger. And apparently she's like up and coming in terms of like marketing. So the boss introduces everyone.
Hi, Tita Vilma. It's
Oh!
nice to...
Starting off with, hi, Aunt Velma. You knew that was rude. You knew that was sketchy. She calls her auntie. And she's like, don't call me auntie. Please just call me Miss V. Miss V, please just do that. And in front of everyone, she's like, so I'm so glad you're here. The boss. Her boss says, I'm so glad you're here, but I'm even more glad to tell you that I've given you this project to work with called Beauty in a Bottle. And Vilma is like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
Account sa amin. Yes. It's our most important account. Beauty in a bottle.
What do you mean? You said that I could work on it. So it goes to another scene. They're talking. And she's like, this is so unfair. You said that I could work on it, on this project, and now she walks in and you're giving it to her. That's what? And the boss is like, hey, the client, Beauty in a Bottle, wanted a younger perspective. So let's do this instead. Let's have you both prepare your project, you both present your projects, and we'll see how it goes from there. They talk to Tanya about it, and Tanya's like, okay, let's do it. This is mine. And Vilma's like, no, I'm going to do it. This is my project. And they just kind of go back and forth. This is mine. No, this is mine. And they're both smiling. And it's like, passive aggression. It's supposed to be passive. I don't know why we already, we see that Vilma has a boyfriend. But a lot of what you're shown is Vilma working on the project, but also kind of in this fight against Tanya. One of the bigger parts of this is that one night her people on her team are like, hey, we're gonna go out to a club, do you want to come? And she's like, no, I'm gonna stay behind and do some work. And they're like, oh, okay, then we'll just meet Tanya there, have a good night, and leave. And she gets pissed off. She goes to the club anyway. She says, fuck working, I'm gonna go to the club, I'm gonna prove that I'm better than this girl. Now, why she has to prove? I don't know. I don't know what going to a club instead of doing your work helps you prove that you're better at. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Go ahead, do it. I don't care. But so she goes, she does that. First of all, when she first walks in, like when she first tries to go in, they deny her access because they said that she's a cross-dresser.
Oh! Ano?
That was rude. And also, what's wrong with a cross-dresser? She looked nice. And I think I have a thing. I'm like, so, first of all, what's the problem? She looked nice. She goes in, she parties, she falls asleep at the club because she parties a little too hard. Whatever. Goes home. She's working. We see her working on this project, and then we find out, the night, I think it's the night they like finally have everything prepared, and like their presentation is ready, they're working outside the office. And Tanya's like, oh, I forgot my house keys at the office, so I need to go back and get that. But you all have a good night. I'll meet you at the bar later. We'll have fun. Whatever. Vilma. Have I been saying Tanya? I don't know. V goes back to the office. She walks in the office, and there's clothes on the floor. She's like, huh? Excuse me? What? She goes to look what's going on while these clothes are on the floor. Tanya is in the office with V's boyfriend, and they're fucking. Was there something there? It can't be her boyfriend. Bro, she sees them. It's not funny. She sees them in the middle. And she's like, what is going on? Like, she freaks out. She starts screaming. She's yelling at them. She's like, you're scummy. You're a scrub, bitch. Like, she's going in. And she finally says to her boyfriend, you need to choose. It's either going to be me or her. And he pauses. He don't know. And she's like, you need to choose because I'm not, because you're, da-da-da-da. And he goes, I choose her. I choose Tanya.
Me?
Tanya.
Oh! Crazy. I feel like they say how long they had been dating in the show, but either way, that's crazy. That's crazy and that's insane. And not even that. It's crazy, insane. She sees it. She starts going ballistic. And he goes over to protect Tanya because she's throwing papers around. I understand if this story was told from the perspective of Tanya, that would have been a little cute. Oh my God, she protected me. We're not in Tanya. This isn't Tanya's story, okay? This is V's story. So I, as a girl's girl, I'm mad for V. What do you mean? What do you mean? You cheated on me? I found you? And you're not even trying to stop me from freaking out. Like, you're not even trying to stop me and say, calm down, hey, I'm sorry. Like, you're not doing any of that. You go to hug her while you're both butt naked. Like, I was going to say another word, but I feel like I need to calm down. Not y'all kissing while I'm still in the room. Oh my God. Y'all just don't give a fuck. But no, she gets pissed. She goes, there's a friend, like, earlier in the movie. Yes. A little earlier, you see her talking to her friend, and they're, like, getting massages or whatever. So she goes to that same friend, and she's telling her the story. And she's sitting there, she's crying. She's freaking out. And then we just go to the next day, which is the day of the presentation. Now, this is where we meet a character. It's not that I don't like him. He just seems shady. He's so shady to me. He's on the client team, so he's a part of the team that actually makes beauty in a bottle, right? And he's working with them. He's going here to see the presentations. And she walks into the room, and they're all laughing and talking to her, and I'm like, damn, Tanya already tell everybody she's still her man. That's crazy. That's crazy and insane. It's been a night. You have no shame. Anyway, we don't focus on that. We focus on the fact that she goes on with her presentation. Presentation starts with a lot of videos of women just going on and saying, I'm afraid of being ugly. I'm afraid, like all these things that they're afraid of in terms of being, not just being beautiful, but also kind of like what they're afraid of in terms of beauty and being a woman. It's like a cute moment, and then we see V. V's on there, and she's like, I'm afraid of having dark eye bags. I'm afraid of having dark eye bags, of not getting enough sleep, being bloated, blah, 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 blah. She starts kind of going off too and saying like, I'm afraid of flying cockroaches, which I get. In the middle of the video, she pauses it. And she says, this version of me was not being completely honest. And she goes on this little, she kind of has like a not an inner monologue. She has a little monologue saying, I'm also afraid of not being perfect and being told that I can't do something, but I don't get to try. You know, she goes on this whole thing, and she ends with their tagline that they came up with this brand of beauty in the bottle, find the young and beautiful you. I can't remember exactly what it is. There'll be clips.
To the young and beautiful you.
It's like, come find the young and beautiful you, something like that. That's the tagline. Everyone loves it. Even the little, the snarky bitch who and I hate it. I think I say it in the video. I'm like, it's literally the way after she finishes.
This bitch. Oh my god.
He's so shady. I think his face just seems shady to me. I don't know. He's just going there like, huh? That was good. I didn't expect it. Why? You don't even know her. But anyway.
Something about this feels like the ending. What's gonna happen for the next, who knows how long? How long is this movie?
She gets the brand. She gets the project. They start working on the project. Okay? And this is what makes me upset about this movie, is that now we're done. Now we're done with V. We're done with Velma, her whole story. We're not talking about her now. Now we're getting into the part where we are talking, which is, we're getting to the part we are introduced to someone new. Her name is Estelle. V, when they're talking about who they would like to present or to be the face of the company, V is like, hey, there's this new up-and-coming actress. I think she'd be perfect for it. She's charming. She's cute. Her name is Estelle. We go to a movie premiere. Estelle, she's an actress. She has a new movie coming out. She's in the theater with her friend, and she's crouched down. She's like, I don't want to be here. And we see that it's because in the movie, her face looks a little rounder. I'm in solidarity with round face girls. Cute. I love girls with round faces are always so cute, and it's like, and I love it. And I really hate when people talk about like, oh, you're just fat. It's like, you're not fat. You have a round face. People look different, okay? And this is what makes me upset with this movie. She's in the movie theater, and her friend that went to the movie with her just goes over and says, your face is enormous. Shut up! Like, why would you say that? All of it going to this moment in the movie where her and the other actress she works with is online, and she's sitting there being like, please don't zoom in on my face. Please don't zoom in on my face. We don't need to see my face. We don't zoom in. They do zoom in, and it's just the way that her face was. She had a double chin. People get double chins. I don't know what you're talking about. It's after everyone sees it, and everyone in the movie goes, "Oh my god, her face is ginormous. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god, I can't believe her face is so big. She fills up half the thing." First of all, that's my mind. I'm like, you're talking about her face being big when the camera, like, zoomed in to make her face bigger so you can, like, that's directional. What are you talking about? And then second, her face isn't that big. Like, for the next, I think it's like the next 30 minutes of the movie, her story, Estelle's story, is just based around this idea that she's too big and that she needs to lose weight and all these things while trying to be the face of this thing. And I'm like, she's not that big. They literally put in clips of her from other movies and other shows. They like label her, like they have a labeler of like, oh, this was from this movie in 2000 da 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 da, and she weighed this much. And I'm like, those are numbers y'all made up. Because first of all, they use like 3 or 4 different movies. Barely looks different in any of them. Like, her face is kind of rounder, but her hair is also different. I don't know. She's not fat. And that's what makes me, I'm just watching this 30 minutes of the video, and I'm like, y'all are trying to convince me that she's fat and she's bigger and that makes her ugly. But she is a very beautiful woman. She's so cute. Now, what I will say, her temper, that's a different thing. Because, like I said, everyone's in the movie theater saying, oh my god, her face is so big, it's ginormous, da 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 da. That's not right. But I also have a problem because she does stand up in the movie theater and go, so you think you're better than everyone else because all of you are skinny? Well, just because you're skinny doesn't mean, you're making fun of me because you were the skinny one. Oh, well, not everyone can be skinny. And it's like, girl, that's just a lot. That's just a lot. She storms out of the movie theater. She leaves. Movie's over. Her co-actress calls her like a fat bitch or something like that, which is crazy because I don't know what she did to you. But her friend, I don't like her. I don't think she's her friend. Her friend manager, whatever. She goes on trying to find her. Ends up going to her house where she is eating, I want to say she's like eating pizza in the dark. She's eating pizza in the dark in her kitchen because she's so upset. And she's groaning too.
That is me when I'm mad and hungry, though. Just with a big piece of pizza. Yup.
Because it's not just like it's not that. It's like they make the groans sound nasty. But also at the same time, I can relate to being upset and in my kitchen. Like being mad and just making noises. Very, very gremlin in that way I am. But, so, her manager finds her, lists off 30 different places that she had looked at her. She was like, I look for you at the pool, I look for you at the yoga gym, I look for you at the regular gym, and I'm like, she does a lot. So it's crazy that y'all are saying that she's so fat, like she fills up a parking lot by herself when she's apparently doing all these sports at the same time. Doesn't make sense. But anyway. And her manager sits her down and says, this is where they go to the part where they're showing the movies and basically using that for the manager to tell her, you've been getting bigger. You've been getting bigger and everyone can tell, and that's why everyone thinks you're fat. And it's like, what? And she explained, she's like, well, I had gone through a breakup. Like, my boyfriend broke up with me. Is it so bad that I was sad and wanted to drink a few beers? And her manager is like, it's understandable, but the audience isn't gonna accept that. The audience doesn't care. The audience doesn't care that you broke up and now you drink beers every night because that's extra calories.
Yung showbiz pa yung mag-a-adjust para sa'yo.
Yes.
And this is where I feel I feel conflicted because at the same time that I'm like, this is horrible, this is all stupid, she shouldn't have to care about if people think she's fat. Like, is her performance good? Because in, like, they say it in the movie of, like, they're like, she's a wonderful actress, so why does it matter that she gained a few pounds, you know? In the same way that is, I also, the expectations of Hollywood, I feel like, or the expectations of the entertainment industry are very specific, especially in traditional entertainment. So, like, I'm also kind of like, I understand where she's coming from. They have this talk, and Estelle is like, okay then, I've made my decision. I am going to start losing weight, and I'm going to be so much better so I can get more jobs. We go on a whole montage of her doing so many sports.
Step number 25. Work, 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 Estelle.
She does like tennis. I know she does tennis, she does boxing, and I think she also does yoga. And it's like a few months passes and she ends up losing the weight, and it's just in time because she has her Beauty in a Bottle audition.
But unless this is all a dream,
Step number 3. Claim it.
I don't like how these steps are going in different orders. I don't like it.
Right? So she's there, she's at the audition, and this is where we meet her co-actress in the movie, also trying to go for this campaign, and her name is Empress.
You know what I mean.
Who are you stopping? Why is there this random security guard? Who are you stopping anyone from?
I guess Empress is like more what you would expect from, like, if you said, oh, she's a movie star. Like, she's super tiny, tall, she's like, she fits the beauty standards of the Philippines. So Estelle sees her and she's like, I'm going home. We're not doing this. I'm just gonna leave. And her manager is like, why? Why would you leave? Why are we leaving? She hasn't even gone yet. We haven't even gone yet. There's still a chance. Like, her, Estelle, and Empress talk a little bit, but eventually Empress gets her people to have her do her audition first. So Empress goes, she does her audition, she comes back out, she's screaming, she's yelling, she's like, oh my god, I'm so happy, I got it, all this stuff, making Estelle feel a lot of the confidence she had at the beginning is gone now.
What are you yelling for? There is only you all there.
Empress leaves, Estelle comes in. It's V and then the people she had been talking to earlier about who was going to represent the band, including that snarky bitch I was talking about. And this is more where we see that.
Estelle?
Does he just not? He seems shady. Like, you're being so shady for no reason.
She comes in and he's automatically like, she's kind of wide. Can you turn to the left? No, your other left, honey. She's not that smart. Like, oh, these little comments. And then she's like smiling. Vilma gives her a compliment and she's like, doesn't she seem like really charming and cute? And the other lady's like, yeah, she is. I like the vibes that she's feeling. And then the snarky one just goes, and how much do you weigh? And how much do you weigh?
Cute and charming ladies, right?
Wait mo.
Hey!
Po?
As in, gaano kakabigat?
Bigat?
And she goes, 114? And she says 114 or 140 because maybe you are pushing it.
17 o 170? Parang ang taba mo.
Oh my god!
Magpapa...
If you were on Drag Race, kind of funny. It kind of be funny. It'd be a haha joke. But I know you're not joking, and that's rude. Like, it's rude. Why would you say that to her? he's saying that, and then he just keeps going on and on. He's like, well, and this is why I wanted to have Empress. He's like, that's why I wanted to have Empress as the person, because, you know, just the way her body is, her curves, they're really nice. She's everything we're looking for. Da-da-da-da-da. They're all talking about this. And girl has another meltdown. Girl's on the floor. On the floor by the wall. Like, just laying up like, Mommy, why'd you do this? Why am I here? God, why is this happening to me? I'm trying my best. And I'm like, understand. I understand. My anxiety would have had me doing the same thing. But it's crazy. Just in front of them. There is a scene where she's like yelling at them, but we find out that was just in her head. All for her to just go, can I go home? Are we done? I was just wondering if I could go home. That would be perfect. Okay, thanks, bye. Thanks, bye.
Can I?
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Me.
So she leaves. She goes outside. She starts crying because she's like, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. It's done. Whatever. Stell goes home. She goes home after the audition. She kind of quietly accepts that she's not going to get it. Goes to the gym and hears on the news that Empress came out saying she was pregnant. So now Empress can't do the campaign.
She ain't saying nothing. And they all said, oh, well, I guess she's okay.
So, of course, they call her, and they're like, oh my God, you got the job if you want. And I will say, she does ask. She goes, are you sure? And I'm pretty sure when I was watching it, I paused it, and I said, never ask that. Don't ask if you're sure. Just go with your answer and keep going. Don't ask if they're sure.
Sigurado na po ba kayo?
Don't ask that, just say yes. Don't ask that, just say yes.
First gets the job, and she's like taking pictures for the main commercial and everything. And that little bitch is just back there snarkily saying things, being like, she looks too big on the thing. Is there a way? She has a lot of imperfections on her face. Her pores are really big, and V's just over there like, we can fix that in editing. We can fix that in editing. It is fine. We can fix this in editing if it's such a problem. All until at some point he talks with the people who are making Beauty in a Bottle. They own, like, I assume it's like a spa or like a plastic surgery place. And he's like, can we get her in for a rhinoplasty tomorrow, please?
Pwedeng Bella naman?
Yeah, let's schedule her for a rhinoplasty.
Wait, what is a rhinoplasty? Before I start freaking out. A rhinoplasty is a surgical procedure to reshape or replace the nose, repair the nose for cosmetic and medical. Y'all are just gonna tell her to get a nose job just out of
Schedule na agad ng pagpapatangos tong...
immediately.
Back to the young and beautiful you.
Came back to the young and beautiful you.
She did everything wrong that second time. She had it.
She ends up getting a lot of plastic surgery done to look the part.
I could never do it, and it's literally not because I judge anyone who does. It's just I don't do needles like that. And I can't have needles up in me for fun, you know? It's near my face? No.
And she ends up going to the event, the marketing event, like the live show for Beauty in a Bottle, and she cannot move her face. She cannot open her mouth. She cannot do anything. She's just sitting there like, like she can't smile. She can't do anything. She just, and she's trying to do this little dance, and it looks frozen. But people go crazy for it. They love the commercial. They love Estelle and her part in the commercial. And this is where we go back finally to the woman at the beginning of the movie. Remember I said there was a woman at the beginning of the movie? She saw her boyfriend. We finally know her name. Her name is Judith. Actually, she's working at the mall. She sells condos. So she's working at the mall. She's trying to give out flyers for these condos. And who does she see? She sees Vilma and Estelle, and she's like, oh my gosh, can I take a picture with you? Like, I love you so much. I loved your commercial and you're so beautiful. Can I take a picture? They take a picture. They take like 3 or 4 pictures. She wants her like to take like pretty like face, like do a duck face, all these things, but Estelle can't do that. Estelle can't move her face, so she's just sitting there like, you know. She goes home, she sees her sisters, she lives with her sisters and her father. She sits in her living room and just listens to her sisters and her dad make fun of her.
Eh baka mabagok yung ulo eh. Ipagpalit ka pa.
Huh?
That's so true.
I hate jokes like that.
Apparently, it's like a little ha-ha funny joke that Judith is the ugliest sister. So they just make a lot of jokes, and it really, I don't like this part. I don't like this part because I don't think it's funny. I guess what confuses me about it is I don't understand how they don't see that this is not funny to her. Because she takes everything that they're saying so wholeheartedly. He says, you need to propose to him before he realizes that he doesn't want to be with you. She said, I don't care if I have to buy the ring myself. I will buy my own ring and I will propose to him.
You're gonna ask him to propose.
And she says in a way that I'm like, I don't know if she means she's going to tell him that she wants him to propose or if she's going to propose himself. I have no problem with her proposing himself. What I have a problem with is her being like, no, I'm going to, I'll buy the ring for him and tell him to propose. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you are dating a man, if you're dating anyone, but specifically a man, and you need to buy the ring, if you're dating a man, he keeps telling you he's going to propose, but he doesn't have a ring yet, that's why he's not proposing, you do not buy that ring. If he wanted that ring, if he wanted to give you a nice enough ring, he would work to get you the ring that he wants. If he doesn't care about the ring and he's just not proposing, it's not because of the ring, it's because he doesn't want to propose. Move on. You don't need to stay with people who don't want to be with around you.
If you had to buy yourself your own ring, girl, don't worry about it. Girl, don't worry about it. Not one bit. If he is not going to ask you, then you need to move on. Because you don't want to be in a on paper committed to the government relationship with someone who didn't want to be there. I'd be pissed.
Her parents, her dad and her sisters are talking about how she's so ugly and all this shit for no reason. She's a very, very beautiful woman. Talks about it. She goes and she's watching the commercial with Estelle. And the commercial with Estelle, honestly, in my opinion, like, if this movie was supposed to be making fun of marketing and specifically marketing in the makeup industry, this scene does it so well because it's her watching Estelle's commercial and she hears Estelle going, hey, ugly, ugly, and she's like looking around like, who are you talking about? And then Estelle goes, you're the only ugly one here. What are you talking about? Now don't give up because I have something that's gonna help. It's this little pill. It's called Beauty in a Bottle. You take it every day and you'll be beautiful.
Come back to the young and beautiful you.
That's basic. Like, that basically tells you this is how the beauty industry works. They can't see you, but they tell you you're ugly, and they're like, but I have a quick fix for that. Just buy my thing. And then as the cycle goes, she goes out and buys it.
Not the Super Junior. Girl, I understand you got Super Junior. You got Girls' Generation on your wall. Girl, no wonder you're insecure. Shit. I get it. I've been there.
The next day, she's getting ready for her to go meet his parents, or his mom, specifically. She's wearing, it's a beautiful gown. It's just, they're also having dinner. They're having dinner at his home with his family. Don't know why she's wearing this long gown. She has her makeup done, all this stuff. First of all, he comes to pick her up. She goes wanting to surprise him. She's trying to be, she's trying to be sexy, so she like puts her leg outside the door. She puts her leg outside the door, and she's like by the door, like she's like halfway hiding, and then he's asleep. All that work, and he's asleep, so she gotta go. Psst. Psst. And he wakes up, and he's like, "Whoa, you look beautiful. Why are you dressed like that?" And she's like, "I gotta meet your mom." And he says, "But you don't have to do all this." And she's like, "I do. She has to know that I'm not ugly like when she first saw me at the mall, you know? Okay." She goes, they have lunch, dinner, they have a meal with the mom and his brothers and her daughters-in-law. So he has like 2 older brothers, and they're each married. So we see their wives.
You can clearly tell this man just loves her for being her. Like, she does not he does not care. This man is like, girl, I love you. I'm sorry. She just keeps talking, and this man is looking at her like, go on. Oh, this is why I watch these movies, because it's always something crazy, and then it's like a little romance part, and I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, okay.
And she says, for both of them, the first one, she's like, "Oh, she's really pretty, but she must be a bitch though." Like, maybe she's really mean. Right after you find out she's a lawyer, like, I think they're like, she's an environmental lawyer, something like that. She helps people that need help, and she goes, "I'm sorry, God, for saying that." Like, Judith is like, "Okay, God, I was wrong, I won't do it again." Then automatically does it again with her other daughter-in-law, the middle child's wife, and she's like, "Oh, she's also really pretty, but maybe she's stupid." And she goes, "No, she's like, she has a lot of accolades, like academic accolades. I really can't remember what they were." But she does it again. She's like, "I was wrong again. I'm sorry, God." Judith says, "I'm sorry. I was wrong. I keep judging people. Don't know why she keeps doing it." But, you know, you can tell she feels like she needs to prove herself to his family, and she does so by being able to finally talk. I want to let you know, up until this point, anytime she sees a mom or they're with his family, she's so nervous she cannot talk. The first time she talks is when the mom asks, "Hey, what do you do for work?" And she just goes on this long rambling thing, and she's like, and it's like, I do like that, and like, yeah, like millions of dollars, and like, yeah, and like, yeah. And her mom looks at her and goes, "Okay, but what does that mean?" She's like so confused. She's like, I don't know what you said. And this is when she finally says, I sell condos, yeah. And they're like, "Oh, great, that's amazing." And then her boyfriend is like, she's really underplaying it. She's sold 30 condos in the last month, and she just got a promotion for that. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy." And also says like, "Oh, she's also a singer. She loves singing, you know." And she ends up doing a little performance, which I sing. And what she did in that movie is crazy to me. Because she was like, they were like, "Oh, you should sing something." And she goes, "Oh, I can't. And then she just starts singing. And I'm like, I could never, if I was meeting my boyfriend's family and they're like, oh, she sings, and they go, oh, you should sing something now, I'd be like, I wasn't prepared, next time I perform something, I'll definitely invite you guys to come. But right now, I can't. Maybe if we put a little music on later, we're all having a little fun, you might hear a little something. But I'm not with all the eyes staring on me. That's crazy. That's insane. Overall, their first meeting was really good. Until at the end, the daughters-in-law are like, oh my gosh, we should take a picture together. And she tries to take a picture, and she's trying to look really nice, but she feels like she looks bad in all the pictures. And I will say some of that is because she, like, makes some weird faces, so I don't know why she's surprised that they look kind of weird. But anyway, she takes the pictures. She keeps taking the Beauty in the Bottle pills every day. She feels like she's feeling better. She's like you can tell she's wearing more makeup. Kind of like placebo effect. Like, this pill isn't really doing anything. It just makes her feel like it's doing something. So now she's doing things to make herself feel more confident. Happens. But then she gets invited to their family, like a family reunion. And that night, she gets nervous. She goes to the family reunion, she sees everybody, and she's like, I need to take one of my pills.
Believe in yourself.
Why is that the 20th step? Girl, please don't get drunk.
She goes into the wine cupboard to hide, and she realizes she doesn't have her pills. She has another crash out. Not emotional. I'll say she has an emotional crash out. She's just like, I can't do this. Yes, I can. I'm fine. They're gonna like me. She's already met me. I like me. And then she turns around. She's like, I can't do this. I have to go home. Everything's gonna be ruined.
You are crashing out right now, girl. Girl, you're
which, as a more dramatic person, I understand. Because things really do be feeling like that. Would I be on the ground? Would I be on the ground crawling being like, I can't do it? No. I wouldn't personally, but I get it. I get the emotions. So she ends up opening a bottle of wine because she doesn't have her pills and she needs something. She ends up opening a bottle of wine, doesn't drink the whole bottle of wine, but she drinks some, and she goes out to the family.
Please, no, see? Yes, that's it. Now put the top back on and go.
For the first time, we think that she's saying a lot of stuff, her fears and everything in her mind. But this is the first time in the movie where she actually says them all out loud. So unintentionally, she gives this monologue where she's basically like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm here. I'm so sorry. I'm not what my boyfriend... His name is Pocholo. But she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm not what Pocholo deserves. I'm messy and I'm not beautiful and I'm really sorry. And then she realizes she says that all out loud because his entire family is looking at her like, what?
I don't want to finish it. I honestly don't even know what I've been watching for the last hour and 30 minutes. I'm so confused.
Are you apologizing for something? Who is that? That's your girlfriend? What? And so she's like, bye, and she leaves. Pocholo follows her out, and honestly, the saddest part of this whole movie is Pocholo, because through every time you see him with Judith, you can just tell that he is in love with her. He loves everything about her. So seeing that, he gets really upset, which I will say I didn't get at the first time.
Judith, sayang eh. Sayang yung gabi.
What do you mean? Y'all can still eat. What do you mean? You're acting like she literally ruined everything.
Step number
First time I saw it, I did not get it. He gets real upset. Like, he's like, you ruined the night. You ruined the night about something that I don't even care about, that none of us care about. You think we're all talking about you and how you're not good enough, but literally no one said that except for you. Which I understand why he's doing it, but also at the same time, I was like, she talked to herself. I don't understand how that ruined the night. That didn't really ruin the night. Like, it was weird, but she didn't ruin the night. But yeah, they get into a fight. She goes home. Her dad is like, hey, I heard that you and your boyfriend are taking a break. And she just straight out goes, Dad, why do you call me ugly?
Ako, break na raw kayo ni Poppy.
They broke up? Was that a breakup? Is that what just happened?
It's not funny. It's awkward. And I feel like it's awkward because you can see in the dad's face that he's like, what? What? We were playing around. Did you think I really meant those things? And I'm like, duh! Like there's been 2 or 3 different times within the movie that y'all are just sitting there laughing at her saying that she's ugly. Why wouldn't she think that you meant it? But he does the whole thing, and he's like, you're not ugly, you're beautiful, and you don't need anything to make you more beautiful or less beautiful. You're beautiful by yourself because you're you.
Gandahan ay nasa loob mo. Nasa puso mo. Kaya maganda ka. Hindi ka pa lang siguro uso.
Y'all know that song? By Kiki Palmer. Oh, you have 21 up there too, girl. It was gonna be hard. So what if you can't fit inside a size? Do you're beautiful to me, beautiful to me. Stop trying to be a tourist top model. Girl, go and find your own to follow. In this world, you're spitting or you're out and you're made to believe
Hindi, okay na po.
that
Thank
this
you,
is what it's all about. But don't you know that beauty shines from within? It shines from within. It's what you're wearing under your skin. Hey, pressing imperfections will lead you in the right direction. It makes you think that you are incomplete. But looks are only skin deep. Yeah. One time my mom told me to sing that for a talent show and I didn't. There you go. And she kind of wakes up to this, goes over to Pachola's house where she sees the mom. She gives her, the first time she went over, she gave Chinese noodles. So she gives her more Chinese, I think they're Chinese stir-fried noodles, I don't know for sure. But she gives her the dish, and the mom's happy to see her. The mom's like, oh my god, it's you, how are you? And this time she's actually talking, so she's like, oh my god, you're talking to me, that's amazing. But then Pachola comes out, and she's like, Me, the mom, being like, oh, y'all need to talk about, okay, I'll go. Y'all need to talk. I'll let you talk. She descends into the background. Pachola comes up. Judith says sorry. Judith does apologize. And she's like, I'm back to being me. I'm not trying so hard, and I'm sorry about freaking out. I'm insane. I'm an insane person. But I'm really sorry, and I don't want to lose you because of my own insecurities. And then she gets on the ground. See, because this was when I said, remember earlier when I was saying there's a difference between her just wanting to propose and then her buying the ring for him to propose? This is what I was talking about. Because she gets on the ground, and she's like, I love you, and I want to be with you, and I'm not getting off the ground. She's like in the whole stance and everything. She's like, I'm not getting off the ground until you say yes.
Ever heard the gist of Alabang?
Ooh.
And he's just sitting there like, what are you doing? Get off the ground. Like, he's smiling too. He's like, what are you doing? Get off the ground. And she's like, That doesn't sound like yes to me. And it's so cute. It's so cute. And he says yes. And he's like, I want you to know that I love you. And like, yes, you are insane. And you are crazy, but you're funny. And you make me smile. And those are all the things that I love about you. And then he proposes, which I was like,
I just love you.
That's what it was. I bet you he was gonna propose to her at the reunion and she freaked out. Oh, wait. Oh, God. I'd start crying. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I literally messed everything up. I actually did ruin everything last night. Oh my God, I'd start crying.
See, and then this is also when I realized that she did ruin everything. She did ruin everything at the party, because I think he was planning to propose at the party. And then she had a breakdown, and then it was kind of hard to propose. So I wouldn't say she ruined the entire night. I feel like it could have been salvaged, but you know, differences are differences. The movie ends. There's a little epilogue after finishing that project. V actually resigns.
Actually, it's early retirement.
The three of them only met each other once in this movie.
So she leaves that. She feels good. She seems happy. I'm glad for her, girl. Go off. You made your money. She does that. Estelle is a famous actress, but is known mostly for roles where she's stone-faced because she can't move her face. They literally have a scene at the end where she's supposed to be saying lines for her show. You cannot understand her. Like, you can't understand what she's saying because she has so much filler in her face. And it's just so sad, because why? All because what? Like, for what? Yeah, that happens. And then Judith's ending is... What's Judith's ending? Judith, she gets married. She gets married to Pacholo, and she feels like they have like a little message at the end. They're like, she finally belongs somewhere, and it's supposed to be cute. And that's the end of the movie. And I get it. I'm just also confused. I feel like a lot of different messages were floating around. I feel like the most important messages were, you're beautiful the way you are. You don't need to change yourself. A lot of the things that are being sold to you for beauty that tell you you're going to be more beautiful is just a product people want to sell you. It could do nothing. It could most likely do nothing. I don't know. It's just, it was so confusing. But I watched it. And I spent my time. And so if you would like to watch it, it's on YouTube. It is on YouTube with English subtitles. So you should look it up. If you have any thoughts on the matter, please, if you do watch it, please tell me if how I viewed it is any different from how you saw it, because I actually want to know. Because I honestly think there's something I missed, and I don't know if it's because maybe something was missing from the movie, like, because I saw it on YouTube and not, like, the actual full movie. I don't know if I missed something. I feel like I missed something, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'll just be here watching more stuff. Have a good day. I gotta go figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner, I guess. Okay, thanks, bye! That's what she says in the movie is my favorite part.